of started. Tell me how you guys, in just a few months, like kind of got this space and what it means to you to be able to like offer this to the community.
It's absolutely the most incredible event of my life. I said it's better than graduating with my PhD and getting married and everything else. We have been working on this for 3 years. And in the beginning, it was just like, why are we even bothering? No one cares. And since June of this year, when we were able to have the proclamation signed by Governor Ivey for the recognition of June 12th, everything has just rolled. And it's been just bang, bang, bang. We've been getting donations. We were given this space. We are going to be having a retreat next month. We've started having yoga weekly. I mean, it's just, God is definitely watching over us.
Absolutely. So I guess at y'all's events, when you have these yoga classes and the retreats and things, about how many women show up for these, and I mean men too even.
Well, it's women.
Okay. Yeah.
We are for the women, although if you look at the wider ripple effect, it not only affects the women, it affects their families, it affects their neighborhoods, it's out. But we are hoping to have, we're starting to count, and we're hoping to help at least 150 women in the first 6 months. So we're going to have a slow, start, but within 5 years, we want to be supporting 5,000.
That is something else. So I guess to get that growth, I mean, where is that going to come from? I mean, how are
Media.
Sure.
Getting the word out there that we're there, the women themselves sharing with other women veterans that this is there for them. Everyone we talk to that's a woman says this is so needed, this is so important, this is really something that we've all been waiting for. So they're all excited about sharing it with their colleagues, their friends, their neighbors. Getting people here is going to be a little more difficult because the women are not always comfortable with letting people know that they have issues, that they have potential problems, because this started out focusing specifically on PTSD and MST. We have now broadened it to just any military woman, either active duty or prior. And as we build this one out, we've already got two more on the horizon. There's one in California. There's one that's going to be starting in New Jersey. And so it's taking, bit by bit by bit. It's like the pebbles bouncing in the water. So we'll be getting there.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, and so for this, I mean, it's an exciting, I wouldn't say first step, but it's the biggest first step y'all have taken yet.
It's the biggest step, yes.
So what does that mean for you personally in this few months, these years that you've grown this?
To me, I totally believe that I would not be doing this if it wasn't for God's grace. As someone who was in a car accident, I sat for a year and a half in bed just wanting to die. I did not want to be here because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't be any place. And I woke up one morning and I just felt that God said, get up, get off your butt, and get going. So to see all of the hard work and all of the effort that I've put into it, that my husband's put into it, that all of my board and volunteers have put into it, it's just amazing. And I never would have believed it could happen.
Um, and so from the women's veterans perspective, I guess, what have you been hearing from them? What have you been seeing from them? What have they been kind of saying to you as like this is needed, this is critical.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Whenever I talk to someone, they say, "Wow, we need this. This is." We've even got the other organizations supporting us and backing us and saying, "There's nobody else doing this, and we really support you and want to help you and think that within the next year, this is going to be." An amazing thing because there's nobody else in the country doing it. So they're all saying, keep us posted. You know, it's once I'm able to start getting the information out there, because a lot of the people were new, they haven't heard of us, they don't really think it's all that important. So there needs to be media like this that's out there and says, this is important, this is needed. The women aren't being seen and addressed the way they should be. That is what is needed, and once people start realizing that, they'll feel more comfortable coming and being a part of things. So that's really what I'm looking for. Is they want it, they're just not real sure who we are, that we really exist, that we're serious, and that we really care about them. Does that make sense?
It does to me. And I'll try and cut it up so it is to the viewer too, but in terms of getting this space, I mean, y'all are just now getting it, but in terms of what you know now, what you're thinking now, what are you guys thinking about offering in some of these rooms in this space? Like, what's it going to be used for?
Well, we're actually going to be building it out. We need donations because the gentleman who has given us the space doesn't have the financing for the materials. He is going to very willingly build out the space for us, but we need to have the money to build it out. The room where you just came in, all the way to the end here, is going to be 5 offices. We're going to have intake workers. We're going to have a quiet space. So if a woman is just having a bad day and just needs to come and get away from everything, she can come sit and play with Warrior the dog and sit and have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and just, read the Bible if she wants to, or just bring a book and sit back and read and just know that she is in a safe space where she can just feel comfortable and with friends around her. So within the next 5 years, we're having the yoga. We have a weekly prayer meeting. We have other events where next month the VA is coming up from Birmingham and doing a suicide prevention training for us. We have weekly online programs. We have a podcast. There's a podcast studio here, and we're able to do that for our podcasts. We're getting ready to do a movie about women veterans. We are working with the Greater Huntsville Leadership Program and doing something really exciting. There are no numbers. Nobody has statistics for the number of women veterans. We think there's approximately 100,000 women veterans in the Huntsville area, but nobody knows for sure, because that's not a statistic that anyone has counted. We know that there are approximately twice as many women veterans that are homeless as women that are not homeless. But we don't know how many women are homeless, so we don't know how many women veterans are homeless. We're going to be, with the Greater Leadership Huntsville team, we're going to be collecting those data points so that we're going to be the first entity in the United States that actually is going to have statistics, which will help the VA. It'll help all the different government agencies that are out there, and it's something that's never been done. So we're doing all of that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess just a clarification question about how many square feet is this space that you got?
I have no clue.
Sure. You know how many rooms?
Well, we ourselves, that's my office. There are 4 conference rooms. There's 2 classrooms. There's the 5 rooms we're going to have here. And then there's a whole upstairs. But Mr. Thompson, who owns Vets LLC, who is a veteran himself, is renting out the upstairs. He's also building and renting out, there's a building outside of the store that he's modifying and rebuilding that is going to be a therapist's office. She's prior military and she's one of our partners, so if a woman comes in and says, I need some help, therapy help, we're going to be able to say, well, let's take you right next door, and you get to meet Denise and her team. And so a lot of what we're doing, while we're not actually doing the services ourselves, we're connected to transportation organizations. We're connected to organizations that provide food, that help find homes, that will take care of the kids while the woman goes to the VA for a doctor's appointment. We've got all of these connections. So even if we only had one room, we would still be able to do amazing things because, we've got all of these supporters.
And was there anything about all this, Invisible Warriors itself, or the space, the work it's taken, was there anything you wanted to add that I just wouldn't even think to ask you about?
What we're trying to do right now is let women veterans know that we're having a week-long retreat in September, and we're looking for people to sign up, women to sign up and be a part of the veterans program. So.
About how many people do you have signed up right now?
We have 4, and there's only room for 10. So we're signing up and getting people coming. So.